Yes, the journey continues. It's a beautiful day. As we rise, we give thanks for each and every day. We give thanks for all the things to what they say. It's for you, I, and everyone. It may be the game playing. Time is the journey of life to what you want to make it, how you do it, how you live it, what you make it be to your perfection. If you don't put it in the right way, in time, you will be led astray. The journey of life, the journey of time, the journey of you, the journey of man, the journey of woman, the journey of animal, the journey of child, the journey of you. Because if you don't see you as a journey continues, the way you start, the way you should finish. So if you don't start in a positive note, the positive right to do the right thing all the time, in all right, in all regions, in all motions, in all directions, then you know that you will be lost in time. Wait for more. But remember, the journey of life is what we make it to continue. If you want to live in paradise, the life of love, and unity, and harmony, and transparency, and honesty without any consequence, without any issues of rethinking, overthinking. So much has happened since then, and so much will happen when that time comes. But remember, time, the journey is. So one can start, we must finish. With every motion, in every reaction, in every direction, in everything that we do without subtraction. Always build to be positive, to be respectful. Remember, time is for you. You're gonna be that one. You're gonna be the one to make it be your reaction. And so others can see your reflection. The world of life, the world of energy, the world of time. Is how you do it, to what you say, to how you project it, to what you make it. But do it, remember, if you don't start, you can't finish. But with time, it's all about the reflection of what you make it, in that direction, how you're gonna make it, how you're gonna break it, how you're gonna make it, how you're gonna keep it, how you're gonna break it, how you're gonna keep it, how you're gonna break it, how you're gonna make it. But remember, with time, the journey of time is how you make it, to what you make it, to how you do it, to how you project it, to how you see it, to how you're gonna work it, to make it be that time spent, not only as a project, but not only for the system, but also for one, for you, for longevity, to make it be a reflection of the world, each and every one, naturally, with time, 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 time.
Hi everyone! Hi! Hi, we are here again on another episode of the Question Live Show with your host, Verona Willis-Brown. Yeah, that is more. Yes, indeed, we are living for the weekend. They said living for the weekend. I know what your plans are for the weekend, but honey, we are in some weekend up in here. Some place got long weekend, some place don't have long weekend. But whatever your plans are for the weekend, go on up in there and just be safe. Enjoy life, live life, begin life, all sort of stuff. Just go ahead. They say full joy. Don't end nothing. We just start something. You don't want to end nothing. But whatever the case is, just be safe. Okay? Just be safe and have yourself a good time out there, honey. Yes, indeed. So whether you're in the cold, keep warm. Whether you're in the warm, keep cool. Whatever the case is, wherever you are, just go ahead with your bad self and enjoy life. This is the Question Live Show. This is a space where we come on in and we inspire, we empower, but most of all, we support each other. This is a space for you to come on and share your story, your book, your work in progress, so we could build together and grow together. We need each other. I will continue to say this statement because we need each other. We are all on this journey called life, and on this journey called life, there is a success story that we all want to build. All of us want to build a success story. Or ever you want to define success story, maybe just by doing one thing, two things, whatever the case is. However you define success story, it is up to you. Your success story might be different from my success story, and mine might be different from yours. But beside the point is that we need to build together. Because when we build together, what is happening? We will replenish the earth. Let me remind you or let me inform you that no one can succeed by themselves. So whether we want to have a success story that looks like this or looks like that, it doesn't matter. No one can achieve that by themselves. Whatever position you're in, whether you're the prime minister, the president, the governor, the teacher, the student, whatever position you're in at this point or heading towards, you need somebody. Yeah, the prime minister needs someone, the president needs someone, or many people. And that is the same concept as us. We need to understand that we need each other. But of course, we need to seek wisdom from God to find out who we need to gather into our space because everybody gave it in our space. So we got to understand that. So we can't just take it, everybody, and put it there. The president just did not take any and everybody to put in his cabinet. The prime minister just did not take anybody to put as his staff. No. We got to seek wisdom so we can find the right set of people to come into our space so what? We can replenish the earth. That is our very purpose here on this earth. We have one purpose, two purposes, and we have a sole purpose. That simply means all of us need to come together so we can make this world a better place because that is how we are going to replenish it. When one goes down, one come up, whatever the case, but we got to join force so we can build a spot. We can build a space for the next generation to come. When we are planting here, we are planting the seed that the next generation ought to come. They said somebody was here. Somebody paved the way. Somebody paved the way for us as we are here today. Somebody paved the way for me to come up here with my boldness and say, yes, we are on the Question Live Show. Therefore, when we show up, we must show up not with the intention for ourselves, but must show up with an intention for our family, our community, and generations to come. So let's remember, showing up here is not just showing up. It is showing up with action to keep your prints, your imprints, your heart prints, your handprints somewhere that someone can follow. Yeah. We talk about be my follower, follow. You go on social media every day and they say, follow me, follow me, follow me. But we want the generations to come to follow our footsteps. We don't tell them to click and subscribe and like and all that stuff. No, we say follow the path. And if you don't follow the path, look somewhere and see if it's the end of the path. You're going to follow my path, but somebody's path will be available for us. Guess what? Somebody got to make the way. Somebody got to pay for it. So here we are on another episode of the Question Live Show. Now, if this is your first time, I mean, absolutely first time tuning in, you've never been here before, you've never heard of a Question Live Show, You never heard of the All Free Now platform. You just never heard of Verona Willis-Brown. Maybe you had, but you just never tuned into this live streaming. This is where we're saying to you, if you are brand new here on this platform, maybe you heard of Verona Willis-Brown, but you just never heard of the Question Live Show. You just never had a ticket to come on into this space. If this is your first time coming into this space, I personally want to say to you, thank you so much for being here. I ask you kindly that if this is your first time, just wave to me, put up your electronic hand and wave, or just type in the comment section that it is your first time. I like to welcome the first time and give them a special heart to welcome one of my very, very, very heart to welcome. So I would like for you to put in the comment section that it is your first time. I get really excited when I see a new person come on in. Not because, but I get so excited for those who've been here. They know why I get excited. But let me tell you why I get excited. For those who've been here, they know that I am from a huge family. Absolutely huge family. So when there's a new person come on in on this platform, what is happening? You are expanding my family some more. And we consider you the new baby of the family. I get excited with new babies. So if you're out there, you have a new baby, hello, I get excited for that. You said that you're having a baby, I get excited for that. So when you come on in as a new person, whether you're a new subscriber, you are a new attendees, whatever it is, you're a guest, whatever it is, I get excited for you. I put up my little thingy and I go cheer, 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 and I cheer you on. Now, for those who've been here and continuously coming and supporting this channel, I want to say thank you as well. When you show up, I show up, we show up together, and what happened? We just ignite our greatness, and we create a whole galaxy of greatness up in here, up in here. And for those who are returning, we don't shy away from saying to you, newbie, welcome. We like to talk over here, and I like to see you commenting in the comment section, because when you comment, it is just solid saying that I am not here talking by myself. You're not in the studio, but when I see the comments, it is said that I am not talking by myself, because this is not a monologue. This is a dialogue, which is a conversation between you and I. So if I see the conversation going, I'm going to keep on talking. So good. So now that we established that, I want to say to you that if you are on this live, yeah, absolutely. How do you know that it is live? When you are watching this, how do you know that you are watching the live or you attended the live session? You will see the word live somewhere in a corner. Whether this corner, that corner, whatever corner it is a sign in a red rectangle that says live. You are on the live. I would like to acknowledge you in the live session. And how do I acknowledge you? By spotlighting your name on the screen. So if you are watching this and I spotlight your name on the screen or your comment, simply means that you are in the live. Absolutely. So please, if you are in the live, look on the bottom or on the side, somewhere you want to look, and you're going to see the word share. Now, please share that live. I forgot to put that up. Please share the live. Yes, indeed, and invite somebody else to come on in and dine with us. Before we go any further, I want to let you know that we like to celebrate right here on the Christian Life Show. We like to celebrate. Yes, we do. We celebrate a lot of things in here, whether it is your birthday, your anniversary, your boo's birthday, your boo's anniversary, whatever the case is, your children's birthday. You found out that you are pregnant. You found out that you're having a baby. You got proposed to. You just got married. Whatever the case is, you just had a baby. Whatever the case is, we like to celebrate. So as you can see, we celebrate Black History Month at this month of February. It is Black History Month. And now I'm going to add to that Black Her Story, his story, her story, and then we celebrate together. So whatever it is that you have, you come on in here positively and we celebrate with you. Oh, I forgot to put this up. But let's recap on something really, really, really quick. Last night we talked about celebrating, and we celebrated Bob Marley movie that came out on Wednesday. If you have not seen it, you can go out and see it Please do. Yes, please. I am encouraging you to go out and see the Bob Marley movie. Uh-huh. Now, I told you this last night that I don't want to give much detail of this movie because I don't want to give a spoiler alert. Ding, 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 ding. So I am going to talk very little bit about it, but I want to say that they broke record in the box office. Um, Let me find that. Let me find it. They broke record in the box office on Wednesday. So for all of you who celebrated Valentine's Day and you were in the movies, we thank you. Yes, indeed. Yes, yes, yes. So we want to thank you so much for breaking the box office. You up in the box office having a grand time. Yes, indeed. So congratulations to the Bob Marley. Okay, it's not on the screen. So it says Bob Marley movie breaks box office record on its first day. Ends theater drought. Bob Marley One Love breaks a notable Valentine's Day box office record on its first day in theater, helping to curb the sour 2024 box office. So if the box office was in a drought and the box office was kind of some way sour, the box office was somewhere just tilting to the side, the box office was somewhere like not spurting up, wasn't doing anything. Bob Marley movie came in and it said, hello, let me pour something up in here, and it broke the box office. The reason why I would encourage you to go see the movie, you might have, if you don't know about Bob Marley, that means you just got here. You just got into this life. You don't know anything about Bob Marley. But it's a message. Okay, there's a message going on in the movie, and we want you to understand the message. So just don't go and just dance One Love, dance it. You know, the movie's called One Love, but just don't go and listen for the music to just dance about Marley. Tune into the message. There's a deeper message than the title that says One Love. There's a deeper message. There's a global message at this point. And again, because I don't want to be a spoiler alert, I don't want to be the one that give it. I'm just gonna say there's a global message happening right now with this movie, and the global message is going for a particular set of people. Like I said, I'm going to talk a little bit. A particular set of people right now is embracing this movie in such a sense of the representation of who they are. Okay, a set of people right now, I. You know, I come representing the islands of Jamaica. Yep, okay, I saying global representation on big screen. This is a great accomplishment for I'm itching to say, but I don't want to say, but it's a global right now. It is a global achievement for a group of people where Bob Marley has spoken about this. True prophets must come to pass. Okay. Bob Marley has spoken about this many years back, many years back. And to see some of his colleagues at this age, at this time, to see this big accomplishment on big screen, this accomplishment, we want to say to Ziggy Marley, and for those who put the cast that came in and put this together, we want to say thank you. Because right now, the eye is saying thank you. Right? You know? So, yes. So this is a big accomplishment for a very wide audience, possibly around the world, globally, not only in Jamaica, but a wide audience taking this big accomplishment like it's the biggest medal there is. There's a language that is spoken, and you got to go to the movie. You will see it for yourself. You will understand them. I hope you understand the message when you get there, and then you see the big accomplishment. And then if you want to come back here and talk about it, you come back here and we talk about the big accomplishment for a specific set of people who, for years, talk about the message. And now This is what you call the message manifested itself many, many years. So the legendary Bob Marley, the late Bob Marley, had spoken. I leave that right there, and we are going to go into tonight's topic. Yes, indeed. If you were here last night, you know that we talk about how to redesign fear. And tonight we are going to do a second session on how to redesign fear. We talk about it, and fear, when we say fear, oftentimes when we hear the word fear, ooh, we got cringe. Our hearts start going fast. We start getting anxiety. Our palms start sweating. We start busting the sweat, and we're like, God. So yes, so there is some form of energy with that little word called fear, and it is impacting us and it's holding us back. So we talked about this last night. Let me go into recap a little bit from last night, because we're going to talk about part 2 tonight. Last night we talked about how we're going to deal with this redesigning of fear. Now, if you did not watch last night's episode, I would encourage you to go back, find the video from last night, and watch last night's episode. Not now, you're going to stay on part 2, but somewhere when you finish part 2, you're going to go back, you're going to find part 1, and then if you want to come back again, whatever the case is. So what are we talking about when we're redesigning something? It's just like you have your home place, your home house, your car, whatever. You're like, I want to redesign my inside of my house. I want to redesign the interior of my car. I want to redesign how I look. I want to redesign this jewelry. I want to redesign my accessory. You want to redesign this. You're like, oh, I want to redesign this. I want to take this off. I want to put this way. You want to redesign something. When you're redesigning something, there's a rearrangement happening. When we are redesigning something, we're like, we had a little tad of something. We had a little sparkle of something, right? We want to redesign something. And how did we redesign fear? We are only going to recap really, really quick of how we redesigned fear last night. What did I do? As your host, I like to see things on different angles, so I work out better that way. So what did I do last night? I turned the word fear around. I switched position in fear, and sometimes we have to switch position. Sometimes we have to understand that what we're seeing, we got to change perspective of how we are looking at things, right? So last night what I did, I switched the word fear around so we can redesign fear in a different light. And we take it from the opposite side, which is RAEF, and we talk about some meaning of those words. Okay, so we talk about re-examining, and we talk about attract and acquire the best version of ourselves, or the biggest version of ourselves. We talk about face fear and fuel it with faith. And we talk about, we talk about E. E mean evolve every day, like the caterpillar and the butterfly. We say evolve every day. Every waking moment is an opportunity to evolve. To evolve. So we talk about evolve every day, and then face fear and fuel it with faith. Right? So those are what we did last night, and we are going to use the same concept tonight as we go into part 2. The same concept, but what happened tonight? Tonight we are going to go, listen to me, write things down, because you see, I have to write things down, so I have to come in here, I have to write my recap from last night. Write things down, because it's very important that we write things down. And now listen to me, if you are not writing things down, that's fine. And if this is your first time tuning in, just to let you know, we write things down over here. But if you're tuning in for the first time and you're not writing things down, just use your phone and just do a snapshot of the screen. That is fine as well. So what? You can have your notes to go back to. This way that I had to go back in my notes to recap from yesterday. So let us, first of all, I want to say thank you to that great audio that we had earlier from Taste of Our Culture. We had a great audio, and we want to say thank them for sharing that with us and being on our channel. We're going to show a little video of Taste of Our Culture at the end, so stick with us. Yeah, stay tuned. We are going to show you a little bit of what Taste of Our Culture is all about. When I say culture, yeah, I know I'm representing right here. right? So we want to talk about that. So now let us jump into and continue where we left. Well, not really where we left off last night. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So we just said we are flipping the script on fear, okay? And we are going from the opposite side and we are going in. And I told you I don't support being bullied. I don't support bully, but we have to bully fear because fear is holding us away from our achievement. Fear is holding us away from our goal. And oftentimes when fear holds us away from our goal, we sit in poverty. We sit in a very poor mentality, honey. So we don't want to do that. So tonight what we are going to do, I'm going to talk a little bit more about what fear, the result of having fear as part of us. Fear to sit and just hold us like a headlock. We want to talk about what does fear do to us. I told you, if you are new to this, for those of you who've been here, fear was my friend. Yeah. Fear was my friend. We used to just like, oh, yeah. We used to just go on together. Fear was my friend. And after a while, I realized that because fear I thought fear was my friend, right? And we had this relationship going on, and we just went on into this relationship for many, many years. And the day my fourth grade teacher told me that I was doubtful that I will not achieve much in life because I am brilliant but doubtful. What did that then? That doubt call up fear on the phone like, we got one, right? Got one. We got one right here. Come on. And both of them gang me up, doubt and fear, and they cripple me for many, many years. I would have not been sitting right here talking to you as your host, right? If I did not escape faith, fear, and doubt. They came together, they double up, and they're like, oh, we got her right now. We got her. You see, that was her teacher that told her that. How many of you right now, somebody told you something and you held on to that? Somebody told you that you will not make it and you held on to that. Somebody told that you cannot and you held on to that. Somebody told that you are not good enough and you held on to that. Somebody told you something and it held you in captive. And that's what has happened to me. So fear and doubt was like, they snatched me up for many, many years. And I had to say, listen to me, I need to escape this because I realized my time was just passing me by and my life was just going bang. And my life was just going over my head. I done raised my daughter and realized that time was just flying past. And I'm like, oh my good Lord, what have I accomplished? Nothing. Nothing. I didn't accomplish anything because those two, it was a captive situation and they held me down. And I was not trying to fight them. Right? No. I was not trying to fight them. No. I said, I'm not going to fight them because, they got it already. Yeah. So I became friends with them and we just went on about our business and accomplished nada. Nothing. Zip, zap, nothing. I accomplished nothing until I broke free. Yeah. I broke free and I told you my story, and I like to talk about my story because nobody's can talk about my story the way I talk about my story. I talk about my story of how I had a fear of height. Yes, indeed, I had a fear of height, but I love traveling. Anybody see? That's a conflict of interest. I love traveling, but I have a fear of height. Now, the plane got to go up. I had such a bad fear of height that even the bridge, crossing the bridge, that was a problem for me. Okay. Now, if I love traveling and I gotta go in the plane and the plane gotta go up in the air, I gotta choose. And that's what I want to come in here tonight and let you know that you gotta choose. Audience, you gotta choose. I had to choose between the flight going up or getting rid of this fear, walking over fear, bullying fear, and say, listen, I got it. I'm bold. I'm courageous. I'm confident. I'm smart. I'm brilliant. I had to step in place. And I said, guess what? Fear, if you're coming, no problem. Because you're going to come with me, but you're not going to be in front. And I took charge of my life And that's why I'm here as your host. Want to encourage you to take charge of your life. Take charge, because fear will keep you in poverty. Fear will avoid you from seeing your best version. Fear will hold you hostage. I am trying to tell you something. Fear will hold you hostage. So tonight we want to talk about what will fear do. We want to continue some more things of what fear will do, of having fear as the best BFF, fear as the forerunner, fear as the one in front. No, we got to call God, because faith is coming. Faith is here and fear is here. No, we are going to like faith. I believe in God. I believe God is going to get me here. And when I'm in the plane, I'm like, ooh, I'm having anxiety attack. And I'm thinking about my destination. I got to like, come on now. I'm like, God, please, you know I need to go to that place. You know I want to go there. I pray you get me there. I'll play. Yeah, so you got to call on faith. So we want to talk about some more things of what fear, that little four-letter word. I'm going to talk because, as you can see, faith is bigger than fear. Hello? But somehow we allow faith to diminish and let fear rise. We don't want to do that. Some things that fear will do, fear will let us stay in the past. The fear will let the past be the big giant over us. Oh, somebody did that to me. Oh, that happened. That's what happened. And fear will let the past hold us captive. And when it holds us captive, honey, you have some bars, iron bars that you can't break. And let me tell you, it only takes faith to break those iron bars from the past. Because fear saying, I am the security, I'm the bodyguard, I am the soldier, I am in the army, I am everything, and you're not going to escape because somebody did something to you. That's what I just told you. My teacher told me that since 19, how long, that I was not going to achieve anything, honey, because I'm too doubtful. So fear will keep you right in that spot where the past is now a prison of the mind and a prison of your own being. Yep, fear will do it. Fear will do it. Are you ready to let fear know that you have faith? And if you got faith as a mustard seed, you know how small is a mustard seed? It's smaller than a sunflower seed, like a little black pepper or something. And if you have faith as a mustard seed, you can say to fear, let me tell you something. I am here to achieve greatness. Why? Because greatness is already inside of me and I'm going to operate from my inside out. So let me tell you something, fear. I'm going to look you straight in the eye and let you know that I am here to achieve what God created me to achieve. You got to be bold. You gotta be bold. You gotta look straight in the eye like fear. I could feel you, I could smell you, and know what you look like. And I have to do that over and over. We gotta be consistent. We gotta be consistent into attacking fear and let fear know that, hello, somebody, excuse me. God did not give me that spirit of fear. The only thing we're supposed to fear, and the only person we're supposed to fear is God. But what happened, our eyes get so used to seeing what society says. It gets so used to seeing circumstances and situations. Our eyes get used to it, and that's what fear will use. You see, faith is in here. Faith is in here. Not in this other part, but it's in here. But fear will let you see from your natural eyes. That's what fear will allow us to be crippled from our natural eyes, but we got to tap into seeing from our heart eye, and we got to start seeing from the inside, because faith, you can't see nothing. Faith is like, I'm believing. I am believing, and I'm believing, and that's that. So we want to understand that fear will hold us hostage. Are you in a hostage position right now? Are you in there? Let me tell you another thing what fear will do. Fear will let us become traitors of our own dreams and vision. We have dreams, big dream. Little girl, little boy, dreaming of becoming this and becoming that. And all of a sudden, we came out of that childish dream mode. And now we start growing up and we start getting adult stuff happening and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, the dream and the vision start diminish. Because now you have a fear to say, what if somebody found out about this part of you and somebody found out about that part of you? We got to find out what is it that's holding us. What is that big fear that's saying, you can't do that? Because that's what fear will say. The language of fear says, you can't do that. That's what fear is saying. You can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. You shouldn't do that. Fear is negative. Fear will never encourage you that you can do something. No. Audience, fear will never tell you that, oh, excuse me, you can do this. Excuse me, you got the best. Oh, excuse me, you can achieve. Fear will never tell that you can achieve anything. It is faith that will tell you that you can achieve it. Faith will tell you that you are willing. I am able. Faith will tell you that. But fear, you're like, girl, boy. Where you going with that? They're going to talk about you. They're going to talk about you real bad. And what you going to do? And they're sitting in some corner crying, and fear is like, oh, well. And know you're afraid to go outside. And fear is going to keep you in a corner. So we are saying tonight that we no longer, fear is a part of your emotion. Let's get this clear. But we're no longer going to allow fear to stand in front of us and block us from that view. There's a view. Let's not get intimidated by fear. We are strong. We are powerful beings because inside of us is greatness, and greatness only operates on power. And we are powerful beings, and God says we got dominion. I mean, absolutely. Do you hear the word? Dominion. That means you dominate. God said you got dominion over the earth. So therefore, when fear jump on up, I'm like, hey. When fear comes, like, excuse me. When fear come knocking, you say, I have dominion over the earth. And that dominion is not fear, honey. It is faith, darling. It is faith. Another thing that fear will do, fear will let us forget totally about God and God's promises for us. It will whisper, see, God ain't coming for you. God is not coming through for you. God is not doing that. God is not doing it. When you start seeing things naturally happening and it start shifting and directing and twisting and turning, and fear is saying, no, don't trust God. God is not coming. Start telling you all sorts of stuff. So it start allowing you to mistrust God's promises. Anything that God promised, He promised to give you this, it is so. We say eternal life. He gave you long life, prosperity. We were born to be prosperous, darling. And God is saying, hello, I can't change my promise. Whatever God promises, people, He will do it. No matter what time. You see what happened with fear will do? Fear will let you miss happier time. And it will let you look at time like, oh, but everybody. Oh, but this is the time. Oh. Don't listen to fear. God promises can never go wrong. Anything that God promised, it will come to pass. Another thing that we want to know about fear is an unknown enemy that threatens us all the time. The very thing that fear is telling us, how many of you know? Possible, it will not happen. Possible, it will not happen. Fear is telling you, oh, if you do this, this will happen. And possible, it will not happen. Right. Possible, it will not happen. Believe me, I know. The very, very thing that I believe that fear was saying, you can't do that. I'm like, all right, I'm going to prove you wrong. And the very thing that fear was telling me that I could not do is the very thing that I went and I did it. Yep, yes, I did. I went right on and I did it. So fear will sit right there and whisper these things and tell us you can't do something. You cannot do something, but let me inform you of. You can do all things, not some, not piece, not two, not one. All things. All things. And not only that you can do all things, but through Christ who strengthens you. Once you have the strength, honey, you get right on up in there and you go and you know for sure that you will achieve that which you set out to do. Oh, oh, I see we have, let me go on in the audience. I'm going to pause really quick while you gather all of that fear, that fear clothes. Let's take off that fear clothes tonight. And you know what my favorite word is when we take off fear. We are going to put on the coat of confidence. Yes, we are going to put on the coat of confidence and we are going to wear it and we're going to let fear know like, hello, I got confidence, boo. You're not going to discourage me from my goals. You are not going to detour me from my goals. You are not going to distract me. No, you will not. You want to come? No problem, because fear is going to come with you no matter what. Yeah, every day. Because fear is a part of our emotion. So fear is, why am I thinking it's not going? So fear is going to come with you regardless, because fear is a part of our emotion. So even when fear comes and it's like, hello, hi, I'm not talking to you. Nope. I'm not talking to you. I'm concentrating. So let me go in the audience really quick and see who we have here. Yes, indeed. We have Lady Queen of Theta. Theta is in the house. Theta is a VIP. Welcome, VIP. Theta. Welcome on this Friday part 2 of How to Redesign Fame. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for being here. Theta is a VIP. She earned a badge of a VIP. You must come on in so you can earn your badge. Okay, you don't just show up and earn your badge. You gotta come on in and do the work so you can earn your badge. We gotta have intention and take action with those intentions so we can earn a badge. Why? Because I'm a VIP. My audience who showed up and take action, they are VIPer. Good. So now we got that. We must take charge of our life in order to conquer fear. Yes, indeed. Let me tell you, if you are new and you are not taking notes, don't you worry about it. We have great note takers here, and if you see, I highlight those notes on the screen. Take your phone, take a screenshot, whatever is it that you are using, and just keep on rolling, because we are a teaching platform. We learn and we teach. Why? Because we are students and teachers at the same time, with the same intention to learn, to teach, and to grow. So good. And we see another VIP up in here, and that is Paulette up in here, another VIP. Welcome to part 2 of How to Redesign Fame. Yes, indeed. Let me tell you, we are rolling. How y'all doing on this weekend? Let me know how y'all doing as we can, because I have one more thing to talk about, how to redesign fear. Let me listen to me. Newbies, come on in and say hi to us. Okay, don't be in the back. We don't like those backbench people. Okay, come on up front so I could see you and acknowledge you. Yes, indeed. We come on in here. We say hi to each other because we are family. And once we are family, we say hi to each other. So don't feel shy that you're in the back and you don't want to say hi to us. We want to say hi to you. We want to acknowledge your presence. We just don't know what you're back there, but no judgment if you don't want nobody to know that you're here. That's fine by us too. Yes, indeed. Listen. So come on in and take notes. As you can see, I'm putting them up on the screen. How to redesign fear. We talk about just moving and see things in a different light. Change your perspective of how you're seeing things. Yes, indeed, because fear and faith, they cannot dwell in the same place. No, ma'am. Fear is a discourager. Try not to listen. That too. Yes, indeed. Listen, who's just for fear and faith, they cannot live together. They talk about cat and dog. Yeah, I know I talk about this story about the cat and the dog, but I'm not going to talk about that story tonight. But you cannot put fear and faith in the same house. Nope. Somebody got to go. Somebody got to move out. So the more you feed, listen to me here, audience, the more you feed something is the bigger it will grow. So how are you going to be feeding fear and faith at the same time? Conflict of interest, people. Conflict of interest. We don't want no conflict. We want things to go smooth and easy. Right now, we are in the season of overflow right here in 2024, and we're in the season of overflow right here on the Quest and Life Show. We want to be in position to get our season, our reward of overflow. So we cannot harbor up no fear and faith at the same time. We need faith only to receive this abundance. Hello, somebody. Good. So we cannot no we cannot we refuse. We're not gonna have fear and faith living together. Somebody gotta move out. Somebody got to move out. Okay? And I encourage you as your host, please do not, under no circumstance, I mean absolutely no circumstances, move faith out of your space. Faith must be your bodyguard. Faith must be your security. Faith must be the undercover cop. Faith must be the angel. Faith must be it. We must have faith to make the next step. Listen to me. If we are going to achieve our goals, we need faith. Faith, not fear, because fear will not allow you to receive your goal and achieve your goal. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Hi, my sister. Namaste, namaste. How are you? Good morning. Good morning over there in India land. Yes, indeed. Good morning. So let me tell you something. We cannot, under no circumstances in this 2024, sit there and allow fear. Let us not allow fear. We just said that take off fear and put on the coat of confidence and stand your ground. Stand boldly. Stand boldly in your greatness. Stand boldly in your power and let fear know. Listen to me here. I have much to achieve. You are not just here. God did not just preserve us just to be here to like, oh, we are in 2024. Absolutely not. God preserved us to utilize what he put in our DNA, and that is greatness. We want to tap into our greatness. We want to use our greatness to achieve that which we set out to do. What are your goals? We are in the 16th day of February. What are your goals? How are you tackling these goals? Do not let fear hold you back from your goals. Write them down, look at them, reshuffle them, change up something. Hello, refocus, whatever is it that we got to do something different. If you put a goal out and it's not working, change direction, honey. Change direction. It is time to rebuild. It is time to redirect. It is time to refocus. We got to get into this mentality. It is time to raise our level of consciousness. Okay, it is time to raise our level of consciousness when it comes to achieving our goal. We can't just keep on going in smooth and easy and be content and just be not content, be comfortable. We want to be content with what we have, but we should never be comfortable being content. We should never be comfortable just holding arms with fear, like, hey, fear. We in this together. We dancing your walls in with fear. No, absolutely not. Only the fear of God that you should be holding on to. The fear of man, the fear of God is the duty of man. That is the only fear that we need to have. Fear. We don't fear anything else, only God. But the fear that we are talking about is the societal fear that put a dent into our dreams and our vision and leave us right there just to sit there like, ooh, we're not making it. We are not, there's something. Yes, indeed, there's victory behind that fear. We smell it when it's coming. We feel it touching on us when we're coming. We feel it hitting our heart, hitting our mind. It is in our space, and we got to identify it. And once we identify, we're like, listen, push through. And as my sister just said, push through and acquire that victory that's on the other end. On the other end, how you going to get over there? It is faith. Faith is going to push you and push down those barriers of fear and allow you to get victory. Allow you to claim victory. You know, when you see somebody go somewhere in a land and they claim victory in that land, there's a war, because there's a war between fear and faith. And let me tell you something. You go somewhere, you see somebody having a war, and they claim a land, they're like, whoo, they put a flag right in that land. They're like, this is our territory. And this is why I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to claim territory at this point. This is the season of abundance. This is the season of overflow. There is no way we can receive this if we don't take up territory. We got to take up territory where we are seeing fear and plant faith there. Do not let your common eyes fool you. We must believe straight from our heart. We must believe that. Don't even let your mind fool you either, because inside of your mind, a whole bunch of stuff can happen. Because your mind will pick up that which your eyes see. So we want to go with our heart. Where our heart is leading, that is where we are going to claim our victory. Take up territory. Take up territory on this land. Take up territory and claim your goals, your vision, your dreams, your expectations. All of it belongs to you. Victory belongs to you. And how are we claiming victory? By faith. By faith. Okay? That is how we are claiming victory, by faith. Let me tell you something, dear audience. Fear do not give peace. Fear do not want us to rest in peace and love and happiness and prosperity. Fear does not want us to have happiness. Fear don't want us to prosper. Fear don't want us to love each other. Fear don't want us to have peace. Fear don't want us to have these things. Fear don't even want us to have wealth. Did y'all know that some people have a fear of success? Because fear held them for so long that it's scarring their common minds. It is scarring their eyes, their heart. It's just traumatizing them. And it locked them down for so long that there's some people out there right now that have a fear of success. However you define success, it is moving above that which you are. It is moving above the space that you are in. And let me tell you something. Fear is not going to tell you you're going to be successful. Fear will not tell you that. Fear does not give rest and peace of mind. Fear will continue to taunt you and haunt you. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's fear's favorite thing. You can't do that. You don't do that because somebody is going to say, others' opinion of you, honey, that's their opinion, let me tell you. Because one of the things, they're going to look at me. They're going to talk about me. What they're going to say. That's them. That's them. Okay? So let us understand this, that fear does not whisper no form of peace to our mind, our soul. Fear do not. So if we want to continue listening and living into a place where we don't have peace, then guess what's going to happen? We're going to take fear and hold on like this. But I want to encourage you, my audience, that you are sitting here right now, whether you're watching the live or the replay, I want to encourage you that do not be that close to fear that you block your blessing. Do not be that close to fear where you block prosperity. Do not be that close to fear that your health, your common health is not getting better. Do not be that close to fear that you don't have peace or love for others. Fear will hold you hostage. How to redesign fear? It's about fuel faith. Let faith come on in and diminish fear to the 4-letter words that it is. You see, it's 4 letters, but it has so much power over us. Why? Because we are too close to it. We are too close. We are watching it too close instead of watching behind it, instead of watching over yonder to our biggest, best version, which is over on the other side. I encourage each and every one of you, do not, under no circumstance, let fear weaken you. Do not let fear weaken you. As I pause into this episode, I want to say to you, fear will weaken you in such a place that you do not see your best version. Your best version is waiting for you. Aren't you not ready to rise up and merge in with your best version? Are you not ready to rise up and receive abundance? Are you not ready to rise up and receive the overflow that is waiting for you? Are you not ready to rise up and say, hey, I am strong. I am courageous. I am bold. I am brilliant. I am smart. Are you not ready to rise? I ask you this question as I close off this episode of the Question Live Show with your host. Yeah, that is me, Verona Willis-Brown, saying, listen, rise up. Rise up and take up territory on that little space where fear think that it lies. I want to say again, thank you so much for each and every one of you that show up here today on this live. Don't forget to share this live. And for those of you who will watch the replay, hashtag replay and let us know, how did you redesign fear? Did you use some of our techniques? Or do you have another technique of how you want to redesign fear? Or are you ready to take territory with faith in one hand and fear in the other? I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Question Live Show as we talk about how to redesign fear. Thank you so much for being here.